Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video today, and the Rockets take a tough loss to the New York Knicks tonight, and just another tough loss for the Houston Rockets. Was that our third loss in a row? I think no, that's our second loss in a row. No, third to the Knicks, the Mavericks, the Celtics. But then before that, we had a win against the Bulls. What I will say is the Rockets, they had a decent, in my opinion, I would say they had a very, very good first quarter, shot the ball well. I'm not going to say they didn't shoot the ball well all game because they did shoot pretty well from three tonight. But they had a really good first quarter, scored 35 points in the first quarter, did a lot of things well, had an 8-point lead going into the second quarter. Then after the first quarter, they would go into the next three quarters, and they would score only 53 points in the next three quarters. So 14 in the second, getting outscored by 12, 21 in the third, getting outscored by 8, and then 18 in the fourth, getting outscored by 8 again. So the Rockets played a great defensive team in the New York Knicks. I mean, probably a top 5 defense in basketball. They're really good at defense with, they got great defensive players like, you got Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson's a great defensive player. He had 3 blocks tonight. They got some other nice, talented defensive players. Not as good as a defensive team they used to be, but they're pretty good at defense. So the Rockets is a tough night, scoring 53 points from quarters 2 to 4, and losing this one 108-88. Let's go over the scorers. We're going to start with the Knicks. Julius Randle had 35 and 12, also had 6 assists. Mitchell Robinson had 6 points and 12 rebounds, and also had 3 steals and 3 blocks. Like I'm saying, good defense. Miles McBride had 5 points. Quickly had 27. And former Houston Cougar, we love Quentin Grimes down in Houston. He played some great basketball for the Cougars for a couple years, and he scored 19 a night. I think he's only played 2 games against the Rockets in his career in Houston, but always give Quentin Grimes some love. I mean, he did do a really good job with the Houston Cougars, and I'm a big Cougars fan, so love seeing him play. And then off the bench for the Knicks, we're just talking about a former Cougar. How about a former Houston Rocket himself, Isaiah Hartenstein? Spent maybe 2-3 years, I think three seasons with the Rockets. Had 0 points tonight. Only took 1 shot for the Knicks. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal though. Sims had 4, Derrick Rose had 4, and Fournier had 8, and that was really it. Cam Reddish was the DNP. I think he was injured, though. Getting to the Rocket scores, you got Bruno Fernando having 1 point in this game. He only played 21 minutes, took only 2 shots, and his only point was a free throw, of course. Had 5 rebounds and 2 blocks, so tough night from Bruno. Jabari Smith, what a start he had in this first quarter. It was, shooting the ball well. He was this is something I don't understand from Jabari's standpoint, is Jabari starts the game taking 4 or 5 shots in the first 3 minutes, and then he only takes 3 shots the rest of the game. I think he has to be more aggressive. He only played 20 minutes tonight, but I will say that Jabari, when we started the game, Jabari was shooting a lot. He was shooting the ball more. He was making his shots. I was very impressed with it. The Rockets, they were hitting their threes in the first quarter. And that's a big part of why the Rockets played so good in the first quarter. And I don't know why Jabari just stopped. It was kind of weird to me, but whatever. Eric Gordon had 12 in this one. He had 2 threes, had 3 assists. He had a block as well. So 12 for Gordon, 5 for 10. KPJ was the Rockets' leader and scorers. He had 23. He almost had a triple-double, had 10 rebounds and 8 assists, and had no steals. Really, you don't see KPJ not get a steal. He's always getting steals. No blocks either. 4 threes. We've been seeing KPJ not getting under 4 threes in a game. These last couple games, the Knicks, the game against the Mavericks the other night, And then the game before that against the Celtics, he's been playing really well recently over the last 4 or 5 games and been really impressive. He's been shooting the ball better, which has been really good ever since the game against the Magic. He came into that game shooting 18% from 3, and he's just been amazing ever since then. So I think he's really been finding his ways as a shooter and a player. Jalen had 16 tonight. He had 3 threes. He also had 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Something that I'm looking at that was really bad for the Rockets tonight was turnovers. He had the Rockets as a team had 24 turnovers tonight, so it's just a really bad turnover night for the Houston Rockets. So that was not good. So Jalen finishes with 16. Kind of a struggling night for him. Only took 12 shots, got 4 of them in. Going into Rocket scorers off the bench, Usman Garuba had 5. He had 8 rebounds as well and 2 blocks. KJ Martin had 5. Tari Eason had 9. And Boban Marjanovic touched the floor, and it was meaningful minutes. We've only seen that happen a couple times this season, maybe 1 or 2 times. I was really excited that Boban touched the floor with no Alperen Sengun tonight for the Rockets. With Alp being out, Bruno Fernando kind of struggling, the Rockets relied on Boban, and I actually really loved it. When Boban was on the floor, he did not do anything bad. He just had 6 points, got 2 layups in, I think a big dunk as well. Easy dunk, doesn't even have to jump. He knocked in 2 free throws. He had 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 defensive rebound. It was just very productive for the Houston Rockets. He got only 8 minutes, but he got productive minutes, not bench minutes. Because, you always see Boban coming in at the end of the game. That's the only minutes you see him. So it was really good to see Steven Silas play him, minutes where it's meaningful. So then moving to Josh Christopher and Daishan Nix, who played. They came in at the end of the game when the Rockets were, down by 17, 16, whatever it was. They both played 3 minutes. Both took a 3. Both of them took a 3. Daishan Nix and Josh Christopher both missed it, so they finished with 0. Garrison Matthews played 12 minutes, took 5 threes, missed them all, had 2 rebounds as well. And then Ty Washington, he played 13 minutes, had 1 point, missed a free throw. You know what's something that I really love is even when the whole team is off, Ty's still not turning the ball over. He does not turn the ball over. It's incredible. That's why I love Ty Washington. He does not turn over the ball over, and that's why the Rockets need to play Ty Washington, and that's why I think Steven Silas is playing Ty Washington as the backup role. It's because Ty Washington does not turn the ball over, and that's the biggest problem with the Rockets. They turned the ball over 24 times tonight, so you don't see a lot of guys that had the 0 mark when it comes to turnovers. Only 3 guys had that tonight. Josh Christopher, who only played 3 minutes. Garrison Matthews, who doesn't really have the ball in his hands a lot, so doesn't have a lot of chances to turn it over. Even Boban turned it over. And then Ty Washington. So only 3 players of the, 8, 11, only 3 players of the 13 players that played for the Houston Rockets tonight turned the ball over. That's how bad turnovers are for the Rockets. And Ty Washington is a guy who goes out every game and does not turn the ball over once. If you see Ty Washington turn the ball over, something has happened, and it's not. It didn't. It's surprising if Ty turns the ball over. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you guys thought about the Rockets team tonight as they take a tough L to the Knicks. Only score 53 points between the second and fourth quarter, 14 in the second, 21 in the third, and 18 in the fourth. So a real struggle for the Houston Rockets tonight. It's not like the Knicks were doing great. I mean, they only put up 108. So this was a game where both offenses were very off. And shooting night, Rockets shot 29 for 77. The Knicks shot 35 for 90. So it's not like either of these. It's not like the Knicks kicked our ass. The Knicks shot 38.9%, and the Rockets shot 37.7%. They only shot 1% better than us from field goal percentage. So they did not kick our ass. We just turnovers killed us. I would say probably free throws killed us too, because they took 32 free throws tonight. They took 32. They only made 23, but they took 32. And and their threes, they hit 15. So I think the Rockets got outplayed tonight. Both teams played like crap, but the Rockets got outplayed of the crap play. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Rockets take the tough loss to the Knicks, 108-88. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the game, and peace out. Go Rockets.